everybody. What's up, y'all? And once again, welcome to another episode of The Official Comment, where we give our official comment on the BS going on today. On today, I will talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about. Because that's why I got my own. A little bit better. So, update. Y'all, I tried to do the interview I had for podcasters was going to be with a company called Culturally Wicked. I looked them up on YouTube. I don't know if the Culturally Wicked podcast on YouTube is the same podcast that I was going to interview of, but it turned out to be some bullshit. I couldn't post the messages that I saw, but the job was posted on Indeed. And then when I tried to go back in my, schedule the interview, talk to whoever was over the interview, because when you're doing jobs through Indeed, you're supposed to stay out as much as possible, which means you have to make sure that you're talking to the hiring representative, telling them why you deserve a job, messaging back and forth. It was flagged as a scam. The hoes tried to scam me. They tried to scam me. So I said, okay. Alright, that's what we doing. That's what we doing. Okay. Alright. But either way though, I don't have no nothing to do for that. Nor do I care anymore. Let's see. So what we're about to get into today, because what I don't know if I want to talk about is this Chili and T-Boz thing, because I don't know. Chili knows she wasn't supposed to do that thing. Y'all, I'm eating some jelly beans. Oh, I love Easter. I love Easter so freaking much. Stick out. When Easter comes around, I'm gonna tell you I love jelly beans. Jelly beans are my favorite thing. Well, one of them. I got a lot of favorite things. Because I like gummies too. Lifesaver gummies is the best gummies you'll ever eat. I was on mute the whole time. I was on mute the whole time. I was muted the whole motherfucking time. Oh boy, here we go. Alright, anyway, let's go. First video, let's do it.
Harbor any resentment to any of these entities because I can't be jealous. I've never seen them have anything that I ever wanted. If you sign up for their program, you get a light-skinned, weird-faced wife that never do an interview.
Oh, man, come on.
Listen, in 20 years, won't do an interview. Nobody's ever talked to her, and that she's never been interviewed anywhere. And now, understand, I'm not talking about one person. What I just told you applies to 7 people. How they all end up with that. That's part of what you get. I came in this business saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side.
No, sir. That's not where the line is drawn. And that's where y'all black dumbass people get shit fucked up. You run out here down in your own fucking people, okay? Doing exactly being a puppet, because I'm sorry, Katt Williams, with that statement, that's what you sounded like. It's yeah, you're right, it is good and evil. However, racism, it still is. You can be the richest black man in the world and still be treated less than just because of your skin color. Katt Williams, that's bullshit. Anyway.
Period. All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them.
It's funny. It's funny how he's saying all of these deviants is catching hell in 2025 and 2024. But all of the deviants seem to be black. Hilarious. I guess we can catch that too. I don't know what that is, but anyway.
It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is, TG Jakes, any of them, all lies will be exposed. That's all.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. Katt Williams said it and everybody went crazy because he was exposing certain things in the industry, certain secrets. And I would say that the secrets that he was exposing wasn't that big in the comedy world. Now, the comedians got pissed, right? And Katt later came out and said, Dave Chappelle stopped being his friends, which I'm a big Dave Chappelle fan. I'm a big Katt Williams fan. So it was like, damn, just because you spoke out about certain things, you have to understand that these people are friends with certain people that have connections in business with certain people. So you really can't say too much. Now, this episode is not about Katt Williams and it's not about Dave Chappelle. It is about Jay-Z and what's going on with that whole debacle. And it's just bringing to light some things that I think are still in the dark. And in 2026, I just wonder why anything's in the dark anymore. I mean, they've already released these files. We've already been bombarded with so much information. We can't breathe, right? A lady I don't know if it was a lady or a class action. It seems like it was a class action, but a lady just won a case against Google and Facebook for addiction. We are so wrapped up in social media that our children, our parents have already released these files. We've already been bombarded. And y'all have got to unplug. We've got to unplug. Hello, and thank you for watching and listening to another episode of The Podacity with Keita Rose. I'm popping that shit in real life. They popping that shit for reals. They ain't having shit go.
Keita, I started following you because of the other TV show that you guys were doing, but sweetie, this ain't it. Sweetie, this ain't it. Sweetie, this ain't it. The reason they stopped fucking with Katt Williams is not because he's exposing truths. It's because he's only exposing truths to a certain skin color. Let's explore that. You talking about all lies will come out. Okay, so why everyone who is being outed is black? Keita? Sometimes we want to be so right that we really make ourselves look a little bit. Anyway.
Going on. That's what I can get a deal. I'm putting you down. I'm putting you on. Hey, I'm putting you down. I'm putting you on. What? Here we dare to use our voices, have the audacity to own who we are, and vow, raise up your roses. We vow to never stop, never shrink, and most importantly, never.
Shut up, it's just not gonna happen.
Like, share, subscribe, talk shit in my comments. You know, tell me how you really feel. Hit that bell notification so I can pop up on your timeline. Why wouldn't you want to see me? And hype this video up if you can. You only get 3 hypes a week. Y'all keep telling me, Keita, where's the hype button? The hype button comes after the like button, so clearly you're not liking this. Is there something about this you don't like? I couldn't imagine there'd be something about this you don't like. Like, then hype, please. I was gonna stay silent about the whole Jay-Z situation. I really was. Number one, after the Diddy situation, after Epstein dropped, the country has shown us how they feel about women, about victims, about not even women victims when it comes to SA, but victims in general, right? Young kids that were exploited, people in communities that were exploited, that trusted a certain figure, and that figure turned their back on the community, and it didn't really matter because that figure was bigger than the program. And y'all weren't. Sorry. It comes with it. It is what it is. I wasn't going to talk about the whole Jay-Z situation because when you talk about anybody that is loved by a community, whether the community is black or white, you're going to get major pushback, right? Because people blind follow all the time, right? I don't care what this person does. I don't care what proof is in front of me. I don't care. I like this person's music. And I know y'all might think that this is so woo-woo. This might be too woo-woo. It might be too woo-woo, but music has a certain frequency. And this is the reason why we feel so connected to art like that, right? Like music. We're so connected to it, and it really made us feel something. And because this person was able to make us feel something, right? We see it all the time with these grifters and these gurus. Because they can make them feel something, I believe you. I will follow you. I don't care what they're saying about you. I don't care what proof there is. I will drink the Kool-Aid.
Give me the Kool-Aid. I want to drink the Kool-Aid.
Before we get started, anything that I said before this and after this is all alleged. Everything is alleged. Everything is alleged. I'm AI. None of this. I just be lying. Everything is fake. This is all for satirical, informational, entertainment, educational purposes. Period, point blank. But it's really hard to step outside, but it's kind of like what I played in the beginning of this episode with Cat Williams. There are two sides. Right is right and wrong is wrong, no matter who you follow. So Jay-Z pops out with an interview with GQ, and it was weird because I was like, oh my God, what is he gonna say? You know, is he gonna address the Diddy situation? Is he gonna address Epstein? Of course not. What is he gonna say? Now, with the whole Epstein files, when those documents came out, it was very hard to swallow. It was so much information. And on top of that, we all got to see, you know, if you've ever been a victim of SA or a victim of any type of abuse, it's triggering, right, to see it on the internet, and it's triggering for people to talk about it. But what's triggering for me is not that. It's more triggering to see the comments of people who just don't care, that pretend they do. And they'll say things like, oh, those girls were 15. They should have known. They probably liked it. They enjoyed the lifestyle. You don't know what these people enjoyed. You don't know if these people got a little taste of something for 5 days and then the rest of their career and the rest of the time knowing these monsters was hell on earth. You don't know what happened. We just don't. So
I don't have to know what happens to know that I shouldn't leave my child with this grown-ass adult. I understand your point of view there. However, when it all boils down to it, these parents were in it for one thing and one thing only, and that was money. You left your kids with R. Kelly. You left your kids with Diddy. You left you sold your kids, because let's really talk about it. If we really gonna talk about it, you sold your kids to Jeffrey Epstein and other freaks of nature for money. So no, we're not gonna give you a pass, parents. I understand Keita likes to have her point. But no, what we not gonna do is say, oh, well, you know, we don't know what they told you. And no, ma'am, fuck what they told you. You left your kids with a predator by themselves, and you gave no fucks. And I guarantee you some of them kids told their parents what was going on, and their parents did nothing. Keita, I can't agree with you there either, baby. I'm sorry. No, ma'am.
To say that, it's like, people just need an excuse to be like, I don't care. And I just wish people would just come out and say it. I don't care. I don't care what happened to them people on the island, those women. I don't care what happened to them children. I don't care what happened to the black community after this figure said this and did this. I don't care. It doesn't affect me. I don't care about it. It's not something that matters to me. I wish people would just be honest, because what they'll do is they don't want to say that because that makes them sound like the piece of shit that they are. So they don't want to say that. So they'll be like, well, this is another reason why this might have happened. That 15-year-old, that 14-year-old, she seduced him. Yeah, she seduced him. And she wanted it. And that's why. So yeah, it's just whatever they say to make them feel better about being a abuser apologist and abuser enabler. So that's just what it is. Or an abuser themselves. Let's talk about it. Men and women. Let's talk about it. So I didn't really want to say too much, but there was something about Jay-Z's part in the Epstein file that it got to me. And it wasn't the Pusha T situation, because that was an anonymous tip that came out. A woman had said that, she was assaulted by Weinstein and different things like that. And that she started off with Jay-Z.
Can we stop doing this? Keita and everybody else, can we stop doing this? Can we really stop? Can we stop? Pause, baby. Pause. Before we hold people with no power accountable, can we hold the real culprits of said thing accountable? Because this is where we get in trouble. We get so hyped on holding ourselves accountable that we don't understand that this really was not our making. Jay-Z didn't make Epstein Island. And he's not the one still perpetuating Epstein Island things, Keita. Can we stop beating ourselves up for shit that we may or may not have had any control of? That's what I didn't like about the Bill Cosby situation. I didn't like about the R. Kelly situation. I still don't like about the Diddy situation. And I damn sure won't like about the Jay-Z and Beyonce situation, because we attacked them so hard. Meanwhile, everyone is telling you who stands on top of the pyramid. These people. But we get so caught up in wanting to have something to say about our own that we just totally miss that, and it gets swept underneath the rug. And then all of a sudden, once we get beat up for it, thrown in jail, locked away, key gone, the shit just continues with somebody else. Stop doing it. It makes you look stupid, because you could be next. And what you gonna say then when you get in a situation with these people where you're making so much for yourself that you get put in these situations where you just got to keep your mouth shut, but it still makes you look like the same predator as those standing on top of you? Why don't we hit the real perpetrators instead of just saying, oh, black, 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 black? Because right now, it really looks like only these people are the perpetrators, and we know that that's not true, Keita. So can we... Third disagreement, and I actually like Keita. I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
Jay-Z and Pusha, and they acted as some type of handler. And if you want to go and read that section of the Epstein files to figure out what that lady was saying and what the tip was, go ahead, be my guest. I want you.
Who were they pushing for, though, Keita? Good Lord.
To do more research. I do. But that's not what got me. It was the second mention, right? It was the second mention. We're going to talk about both. We're not going to get into details about the allegations, but we're going to talk about both. It was the second mention. It was this, the Super Bowl connection and Jay-Z, right? Super Bowl, Jay-Z, Epstein. How do all three of these things correlate? It says an email exchange in the files between former Barclays CEO Jess Staley. Jess Staley and Epstein referenced Jay-Z in the context of cultural influence, with Staley suggesting that popular culture figures like Jay-Z had pacified the public from protesting economic equality. You got this white billionaire talking to this other white billionaire about Jay-Z's influence in the culture. And it's like, for what? What do you need to...
So you gonna tell me you see these two white, powerful billionaires sitting up there and you're still talking about... Keita, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Keita. I gotta turn you off on this one. I don't even want to see no more because at this time... You know what? But I'm sorry, Keita. I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. Nah, not this time. I can't. We gotta stop. We gotta. I can't. Keita. Bye. I can't. So next what we're going to look at, y'all, is a sneak peek of the Real Housewives of Atlanta season that's coming up. From what I see, it's going to be real ghetto, real love and hip-hop-ish. Whew, we'll see. I don't even know if I can I even show this? I don't even know if it's copywritten. Is it copywritten? How do we know if it's copywritten or not? I want to just make sure. Because if it's copywritten, I can't show it. And I'm not going to get my video messed up because they want to... Hold up. How do we know... You know what? Let me just skip this because I don't know if Bravo... I don't know if Bravo did that. I'm good. Wendy Seafold, trial rep, shocking court. Oh no, not doing that either. Anyway, sets up a new grant opening for... Okay, let's get out of here.
What can I do for you?
Y'all go watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta season preview. I can't show that because I think it's copywritten, so we'll see.
You need help in your house. What are you willing to do for Jimmy? For your house?
So let's check out this video. Mr. Beast is what Marks warned us about. Video by Graphene. I don't even know how you say this, but by Marx, he means Karl Marx, the man who is oftentimes thought of as the face or the father of communist ideology. Karl Marx believed that capitalism was a rot, a problem in society where wealth will increasingly concentrate within the hands of a few elite, and eventually this will incentivize the working class, the proletariat, to uprise and overthrow the capitalist elite, also known as the bourgeoisie, and in so doing reclaim the means of production, where the means of production will be ran by everybody, right? Ultimately, he thought the pinnacle of society.
Now, I don't know if this is the same thing or if this is the same instance. However, I did read, and I think there's a news article. I would say go look at it, go find it. There's a news article that says that actual having to, which is something I actually pray for, but anyway, having to work just to live is about to become obsolete with the creation of the AI robots, because the robots will actually be able to do the jobs that humans were doing to keep, you know, the world kind of turning. So it's gonna turn, from what they say, it's gonna turn into, instead of you having to go out and work for money, the government's gonna give you a stipend or some kind of money to be able to take care of things. I don't like that, because it seems like, you know, everyone has their own needs. And will the amount of money that you receive from the government be enough to take care of your needs? That's what kind of has me skeptical about it. But on the good part about it, we won't all have to work until we die. That's a good part about it. That was something that came out of Elon Musk camp. So if you would like to know more about that, go visit you know, the news articles, look up Elon Musk and what he's trying to do. I don't know if it's all bad. I just don't. I'm not going to say it is or it isn't. I don't know, but I think that this is a part of it, like what he's talking about now. But now I'm actually really interested, instead of just, he's so fun, that's why I watch him. It's going to be something else interesting to talk about, because this is going to be a really interesting topic to tell us, okay, is work really necessary for human society? Or should we not really have to? Like, I don't know. But come on, Don, tell me some more now. Tell me some more, Don. Oh, cute self. Let's go.
Society was a classless society where there was nobody who was above another person based on where they fall in the economy. And me personally, I do not subscribe to communist ideology. I do not believe that a classless society is one that can be attained by humans of our human nature. And that is because when you boil down everything Karl Marx believed, as I understand it, I'm not an expert in Marx, but I definitely lean far. I'm a socialist, no doubt about that. I do believe in a blending of socialism and capitalism. Competition where it is good, but where...
Now on that, and I'm going to continue the video, I disagree with you there, Don, because I don't think that we as a people should be throwing ourselves into any of their predetermined boxes. I don't think that we have been at the top or at the middle long enough to throw ourselves into any of their predefined boxes. We don't know how deep it goes into those boxes, and literally we just getting out the crab barrel, Don. So all I'm saying here is be careful before you start attaching these names to yourself that we didn't create. So we don't really know what's behind all of that. Like, we know the definition of it. We know what's currently going on with it. However, certain, when you attach yourself, like, let's just talk about the Democrat Republican thing right quick. Y'all know I don't do politics. I'm not anything. I'm not sitting in any of that bullshit. Okay, you're not going, because you gotta be Democrat. Fuck you, your mama, all them. Don't play with me. I'm not in none of it. But Don, I don't feel like you should be subscribing to those ideologies. I think that, especially in our generation, it's time for us to create our own. Okay? I don't think that we should be following along with any of the pre-made scripts at all. So I don't know. I just don't know about that. I don't know about that. Be very careful, because you put yourself in a room around those who consider themselves real socialists by heritage, and you could end up not so happy about certain things. I'm just gonna say that. But anyway, let's continue the video.
the means of production plays a pivotal role on the quality of our lives. Things like industries such as medicine, transportation, basic utilities, internet. I don't believe that these are industries that should be ran for profit. I think they should be ran for the good of society, like hospitals. It's like roads. You know what I mean? I think we should prioritize those industries being ran for the sake of the betterment of the people, because they make everyone's lives better, and thus we end up with a stronger country, nation. But I do believe that there are various
Do we though? Do we though? Because we've been ran by democracy and republic for a very long time. America has been ran by those ideologies for a very long time. And Don, I just don't feel like anything now, especially when you're talking about socialism, communism, Democrat, Republican, any of those types of things that are predetermined and have their masters, have their cultural efficacies, that when we really peel back all the layers down, none of that stuff was created for us, baby. Well, no, you're not my baby, excuse me. Wife, y'all did not call him babe. I'm sorry. That's how I talk. That's how I talk. Anyway, none of that stuff was created for us, Don. I'm sorry. I don't know, really, to be honest with you, I don't know your culture too much. You look black. I think you're black. Like me. Which is why I'm telling you to be careful, because none of that stuff was created for us. It wasn't. This free nation, this free world, all of this glitz, glam, American dream, blah, blah, blah. I don't think that stuff was created for black people. So what we really should be doing is, like I said, creating our own ideologies that we know were created with good intentions, that help everyone, should we want to help everyone, but most importantly helps us, because we're the ones that need it. And I'm not so sure that socialism, something that was created, I mean, even the name doesn't even sound like something that's for us. So I don't know. I don't put myself in any of those barrels. Okay, I'm me.
things like restaurants, entertainment, things that aren't necessary for life. These are areas where I believe that competition.
Scale your marketing with Base 44 Super Agents. No setup time.
Can be good. And so I believe in a blending of capitalism and socialism, right? Karl Marx, he believes in, he has this line, from each according to their ability, to each according to their needs. I'm paraphrasing. Basically saying that everyone in society should contribute as much as they're able based on their abilities, and should take only that which they need. Well,
and then after that, we understood that the contributors to all of it were really black people. And then all of a sudden they said, oh, well, no, you didn't build that. America wasn't building your backs. So what, you were slaves? You didn't work for it. You're lazy. This is why I say be careful. Because their idea of work at that time was on your back.
How can we even quantify what a person really needs? There's that. But then
I agree with that part. We can't really quantify what each individual person needs, because we humans were created to be different. While we may be a hive mind, as some would say, while we may have our similarities, each human was made with their own personality, which makes them totally different. Yeah, let me stop, but come on, Don. We talking.
Secondly, people are driven by incentive, from my point of view. Even if I had the intelligence to become a doctor, why would I go through the rigorous process of schooling to become a doctor if the quality of my life and the status that I have in society will be no different than the guy who's just picking up trash on the street? If we get to live the exact same life, if we have the exact same standing in society, even though I contribute a lot more, as well as it took a lot more effort to become skilled in a fashion that I can contribute significantly more. That's just not how humans are wired. I'm not saying it's good or bad. It's just not how we're wired. We are an incentive-driven creature, right? And so I believe that communism, at least as how I understand Karl Marx describes it, is a fantasy, right? A fantasy situation. But capitalism is not fucking perfect either. Capitalism, unregulated capitalism, is incredibly dangerous and harmful, as we can see what's going on in our society. And so with that said, let's go ahead and dive into this video.
And with that being said, also, what I would like to also throw in there is the fact that through research, I'm sorry, I feel that is why Africa is the way it is. They're taking so many other approaches to how to build a nation, because they have so many other influences. Europe, America, China, Japan, all of those countries coming in and spreading their ideologies on the way things should go, most time with ill intentions, creates chaos. In a lot of parts of Africa, I don't know, I mean, they're trying to catch up with the rest of the world. A lot of it is caught up with the rest of the world, but the corruption of it is what a lot of it kind of leaves behind. Because a lot of parts of Africa, you know, are still dealing with the same types of corruptions that if we as a people, because, come on, Africa is this. So that's why I say we. If we as a people say fuck that, create our own ideologies, create our own ways of governing, create our own, just create your own, then we can customize it to us and the way things should be done for us. That's all I'm saying. So no, I can't put myself in a box that was not made for me. I'm sorry. That's just how I see it. It just wasn't. It wasn't. Socialism, communism, none of that stuff. None of that stuff appeals to me at all.
And see how Mr. Beast is exactly what Karl Marx warned us about. Let's go.
It's the year 1867. A bearded philosopher named Karl Marx sits in the dim light of the British Museum, scribbling the foundational texts of Das Kapital. He is writing about a terrifying future where every human interaction is reduced to a cold transaction, a world where even kindness is a commodity.
My heart's fine.
I'm only 40. Ignoring your heart health risk is no way to go through the world. Take Bayer's 2-minute
commodity bought and sold for a profit. He had no idea that over 150 years later, he would describe...
This nigga was right, though. He was right. He was right in predicting how capitalism would rot the soul of society. He was right about that, clearly.
Described the career of Jimmy Donaldson, Mr. Beast, with frightening accuracy. We view Mr. Beast as the internet's greatest philanthropist, a modern-day saint who builds wells and pays for surgeries. But through a Marxist lens, Mr. Beast isn't the solution to capitalism's failures. He is its final, most dystopian evolution. He has perfected an economy where human desperation is gamified, and charity is no longer an act of mercy, but a high-yield digital asset. Marx warned us that under late-stage capitalism, capitalism, everything, even our empathy, would have a price tag. Mr. Beast.
Now it is incredibly dystopian. It is incredibly dark that, yeah, Jimmy is fueled by profit, just like everybody else. He is fueled by status and profit. That is what drives him. He has found a way to acquire that to become a billionaire, essentially, by doing good for other people. And so I'm not trying to demonize Mr. Beast here, that this is how he's decided. At least he's not fucking shilling crypto, or maybe he is, I don't know. But at least he's not fucking shilling crypto and scamming people into like some kind of fucking bullshit red pill course, right? There are worse ways to make money is what I'm saying here. But yeah, you know, he is a small teaspoon of medicine in this world of capitalism that is a cancer and is killing everybody. It's not the solution. It really isn't. It's not the solution. We need to make it so that we don't need a Jimmy is the point. We need to make it so that we don't need a Mr. Beast to help people.
But it's not about the need. You just said he does it for money. A lot of times, and this is what I got confused even about my own mother, because I'm the type of person, I am totally and utterly against anyone having to work themselves to death. Totally against it. But when it comes to what is work, how do you define work? Everyone defines work as something that they just don't want to do. But when you get out there and you're doing what you want to do, is it work anymore? Playing video games and you being paid millions of dollars for it, is it still work? Talking to people, blogging on YouTube, even doing what you do on YouTube. If it's something that you enjoy doing and you literally just, it's like breathing. You're paid to breathe even. Is that considered work still? It's a fine line there. Because how do we know that, you know, I don't think that we should take that away from him because it appears to be something that he enjoys doing. And if he enjoys doing it, by all means, pay him for it. Yeah, let's you know, because that's what the world is about. It's about peace. It's about living in happiness until you die. It's about exploring, being a human until you die, you know? Why should I have to go in some dead-end job that I don't want to be at, be around fucked up as humans that I hate being around, just so I can survive to the next day? I don't want to do that.
Get life-changing eyesight surgery. We should just have a system where people could go to the fucking doctor and get that shit without being a rich person. You get me? That's the goal.
Just find that price tag. He built $1 billion empire on it. This is how the world's most popular creator perfected the exact dystopian economy Marx predicted over a century ago. Commodity fetishism. In the first volume of Das Kapital, Marx introduces a concept that explains why Mr. Beast's videos feel so mesmerizing yet so hollow. He wrote, "A commodity appears at first sight an extremely obvious trivial thing, but its analysis shows that it is a very queer thing, abounding in metaphysical subtleties and theological niceties. When you watch a Mr. Beast video, what are you actually looking at?
Now see, why I gotta be queer? Why I gotta be queer? Let me stop, I'm just playing, y'all.
See a suitcase filled with $100,000. You see a brand new Lamborghini. You see a house being given to a homeless family. To the average viewer, these are just good deeds. But to Marx, these are commodities in their most fetishized form. In a Mr. Beast production, money is never just a medium of exchange. It is a prop. It is a visual effect designed to trigger a biological response. Marx argued that commodity fetishism occurs when the social relationships between people
starting to kind of feel like a takedown video. Like, you got a problem with Mr. Beast or something? I ain't never seen you make no videos about Mr. Beast, Young Don, like that. It was kind of negative. I mean, and why are we... I don't know if I want to finish this one.
are masked by the exchange of objects.
Right.
Think about it. When Jimmy hands a random person $50,000 for staying in a circle, we aren't seeing a social connection. We are seeing a person's value reduced entirely to the cash.
Yeah.
We don't see the systemic poverty that makes that 50.
Bro, that's dark as fuck when you think about it. It's like, what is your life worth? What is your life worth? Can I make you stay in a cage like a fucking hamster? How much is that worth? How much of your finite life are you willing to give to me?
What? What? Okay, look. I get what we're trying to say. But do we really know that was his intentions behind it? Because I don't think that was Mr. Beast's intentions behind it. I don't. I don't think that's what he said. I don't think that was... Not everyone's intentions is to be a fucking asshole about everything that they do. So you're telling me the people that said that they would pay you, what was it, $1 million or something like that, to live in a lighthouse for, what, 2 years? To be a lighthouse watcher for 2 years? Those people were doing the same thing? I don't think so. We gotta stop. We're too far. Because I know personally, if I was to host some kind of competition like that, it's not to say, oh, I'm gonna treat you like a fucking rat. I can control you. No. Hey, can you do it or can you not do it? I dare you. I dare you to do it. It's a challenge. Wait a minute, Don. Let me see where you're going, because I don't know. This seems like more of a hit piece a little bit now. What's going on?
For money. It's ridiculous, right? And that's what we all do. We're no better than the...
No, what you said was ridiculous. The concept is not ridiculous. Humans love challenges. Some humans even live for challenges. You gotta understand, we're in a world where you can make money doing anything. Some humans live for challenges like that. So no, I don't know. No. I don't know.
The guy who stands in a circle for $100,000, because at the end of the day, that's what we're all doing, right? Even me, I'm just a dancing little fucking circus act for you, right? So that we can make money, so that we can live and survive.
Damn, that's how you feel? So you feel forced to make these videos, Don? I didn't know that. I thought this is something that you enjoyed to do. Honestly, I enjoy doing this. I don't think this is work. Yeah, putting my face out there does feel a little bit intrusive, and I sometimes do fear what people will say when they see me in these videos, because I don't act or speak like this in person. If you see me in person, my voice is a little bit deeper. I'm a little bit more statured. I'm kind of a different person. I just like being this personality on camera because it feels good. I feel like it's funny sometimes, but I'm not forced to do this though, Don. If you're forced to do YouTube, bro, go find something else. You live in a free country. What? What is that? What's going on? You forced? Are you saying that you're forced to do this for money because you can't find something else to do? Is that what you're telling us, Don?
It's just that it's so entertaining because, you know, we feel like we're giving value. I feel like, yes, I'm giving you value in the form of entertainment and occasionally information, useful information and knowledge.
Honestly, that's true. You are giving us value. You're giving us value because of the way you look. And we like hearing the news and some of your topics come out of your mouth. And we like talking to you about those things because, yeah, it is entertaining. But me personally, I've always been the type to say I'm not forcing nobody to do a goddamn thing for me. Especially when it comes to relationships. If you feel like you are forced to be with somebody in a relationship. That ain't no damn relationship. That's slavery. So you saying you a slave, Don? I'm gonna try, y'all. I'm gonna try to finish it.
Right? You give value to whomever you serve at your place of employment. And so it feels more legitimate. It feels less like this. But really, at the end of the day, we're no different than the guy who is just standing in a circle for $100,000.
Okay, so let's go ahead and comment. I don't think I need to watch the rest of this. We shouldn't need Mr. Beast. But you don't. Not everybody needs it. What are we? Nah. So.
We're exchanging time, exchanging our final.
Slave. I don't know. I think we gonna table this. I'm reading some of the comments, and I don't know about this. I'm gonna leave this alone because I'm sorry, I don't really agree. And it kind of feels like he's saying we're forced to do things, when some things a lot of people do as a hobby. There's a such thing as hobbies. There's a such thing as having fun. There's a such thing as I want to do this. I'm just making money for it. Like, I don't know. Next video, Sneako!
So real quick, guys, next thing that we are going to talk about, you guys are going to like this one. So, Sneako has officially responded to ABBA and Preach for criticizing him for ignoring Andrew Tate's past wrongdoings. Sneako has said a lot, apparently. This was actually sent to me. I cannot wait to cover this. I didn't even know that he responded, because I remember, if I remember correctly, Abba and Preach made a lot of valid points. So I can't wait to see what Sneako actually has to say about this.
There's no need to even be engaged in that conversation. You understand? There's no point. The Abba and Preach video.
Let's take a listen to Sneako's response, because apparently there's a lot more that happened since then. And I think this part is the more interesting part, because I think it says a lot about both of them.
I don't want to give this any energy, but this is part of a bigger coordinated attack. I'm a streamer. I'm a public persona. But
Look, Preach looks like he escaped the Matrix, don't he? Preach looks like, well, what's his name? Forrest.
It's funny because everybody was making these jokes about Preach. Literally everybody.
Whitaker in the Matrix.
Forrest Whitaker. Lawrence Fishburne, you asshole. You show Lawrence Fishburne some goddamn respect.
Not Neo.
People who aren't public personas
Morpheus
into this
He looks like
is
Yakub.
heinous.
Goddamn young buckaroo.
It's evil. And it's beyond what I thought a lot of these people would be capable
he
of.
does not like me, bro.
I'm here, I'm in the public space. I can see how that makes sense. But when you bring other people into this, you cross the line.
It's funny, they make all these videos criticizing the Matrix and the red pill, and he ended up turning into Morpheus.
So if people aren't aware,
That is funny. Oh, wait, let me move you guys.
Stuff I think about some people very close to him who are completely offline. I have no.
Oh, his family. His family got dogs and stuff. So
That is completely unacceptable.
And this is why I give respect to Preach. He knew exactly what it was. You see what he said here? He left it ambiguous because he didn't want to draw more attention to it. Preach said more about the situation in a way that I expected a lot of my content creator friends to talk about it. And that's a sign of respect right there.
What does that tell you?
It's a true depiction of character. I don't want to bring it up right now. I want
You
to bring
don't
more.
get it. I mean, of course they will do that without you doing the comparison.
Okay, cool.
That's to it.
I was gonna say, remember I said go ahead,
remember what?
Go ahead, you go say. I know what you're gonna say.
Yo, Sneako, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Cause you're the same.
It's so funny. This man was just praising Preach, and then not even 2 minutes later, Sneako, shut the fuck up. Hilarious.
That's motherfucker that was kikiing with the Fresh and Fit when they did whatever they did when they were outing Woody thought they outed. You were kikiing, which was supposed to be my wife or whatever or not. You were kikiing with them, having fun with them. Oh, you don't do that, but now it happens to you, and now you cross the line. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god, I'm hurt. Shut up. Laughing and making jokes and shit. Now it's off. Now, oh my god, it's off brand. You did that. You did that. Oh, how have the table turned? You poor bitch. And mind you, I'm not really happy for your family that happened to you. Like, I'm not. But see, that's how the fuck it feels like.
There are people around who don't deserve that. And it's
Please
What
respond.
is he talking about?
What you know
What
what
is he
he's
talking
talking about, bro.
Bald people hate you.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that was funny.
Oh, I think what he's talking about is Myron saying, yeah. I think I was laughing at jokes where Myron was making fun of Preach's family. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Investment taxes, including crypto, can be complex, and they're always evolving. No matter what your
Did Sneako just say that was fair? Did he just agree? Chat. Wow. He said that was fair. I'm shocked. To be fair, how could you like fight against that, you know, to be fair, but I never thought that he would completely admit that they had a good point. Huh. Holy crap.
But there is a difference between, you know, laughing at jokes and then actively promoting the doxing. I don't promote.
Sir, shut no. Sneako what? No. Wrong is wrong. Right is right. There's no difference. Cut it out. Stop trying to put yourself up. Oh, I did do it. But I didn't do it. You did it. You did all of it. You want to stay on? You want to not be blackballed? You need to come out and say, look, I did it. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Let's move forward. Don't bullshit us. Humans are not stupid.
With that stuff. And their beef is separate. So, but I see where he's coming from.
Okay.
I've been making fun of you. Bro, you guys sent me this. I just looked at this.
That stuff is not,
No, it's not it.
you cross the line. Andrew Tate is going after me personally.
People making fun of versus doxing is very different. Yeah, it is. But he's saying that what his point is that I'm actively promoting it by laughing along with that joke. But it was their separate beef. I'm laughing at the beef and the back and forth. I'm not contributing to it. But you got to see where he's coming from.
I would say you being on the podcast at that time was contributing to it. They told you that they were going to cook Abba and preach that night, and you showed up. So yeah, that's kind of you contributing to it, right?
It's not completely accurate, but it's a valid,
Well, my personal life that are not involved. It's on Twitter, so it is what it is. I faced a lot of backlash, and part of the reason I got banned everywhere was to defend him because I believed that they were fighting the Matrix. We found out that was different when he got out of jail.
And I think this is one of the principal issues that I have with these types. They'll act like they're all principled. Everything is this. It's about the fucking message. They're like, oh my God, can you believe that person's character? And your best friend's Myron. Like, none of that makes any sense to me. And it's not like, oh, you guys are friends offline. You guys are friends online, promote each other. You sat on the streams while he was doing this shit. Posted pictures of other people's spouses and partners who had no business being online, who never were public.
This is so weird. I have no idea where to put my camera, so I apologize, guys.
I did not contribute to that. And I don't encourage that. I don't like that.
Hold on, let me go back.
Sneeko, I saw some of the videos. I did. I watch a lot of Young Don videos, Sneeko. A lot of Young Don videos. And when I tell you, Young Don comes with receipts, it's not looking good, friend.
And your best friend's Myron.
Right.
Like, none of that makes any sense to me. And it's not like, oh, you guys are friends offline. You guys are friends online, promote each other. You sat on the streams while he was doing this shit. Posted pictures of other people's spouses and partners who had no business being online, who never were public figures. And you laughed. And
I did not contribute to that. And I don't encourage that, and I don't like that.
But you laughed, though. You also laughed when he put on the hood, when he was throwing up the Roman salutes. You laughed. If I bring on somebody that is racist on my live stream and they're saying a bunch of racist shit about black people and I'm sitting here, don't you think that I'm promoting it to a certain extent? Well, for one, because they're on my platform, and two, I'm not stopping what they are saying. I'm holding my stomach like I'm laughing. Okay.
now that it's your turn, now it's crossed the line. It's a moral indignation. So what, you only think behavior is bad when it affects you? All the other times you co-signed, amplified, encouraged. He goes to talk on about how he defended people against Moist Critical and took so much shit on the internet. Why did you defend them? Do you think it's a virtue?
At the same time, though, Abba and Preach did talk about a lot of personal things with me, but also, personal affairs and people not affiliated with content with Myron. So from the outside looking in, it did seem like fair game.
How?
I don't promote that. I don't encourage it. But let's be real. They also did talk about Myron's relationships with his girlfriends.
No, that doesn't. No. That doesn't count. That doesn't fucking count when your relationship is that goddamn public. No, Angie was literally in his content.
Don't do that. What? Don't do that. Don't do that. Wrong is wrong. Right is right. Whether it soothes his point or his ego or not, wrong is wrong. Right is right. They did. Okay? We can't just say, oh, well, the apple tastes sweeter because it's red. But this green apple over here, even though it's an apple, it's not as, no, it's still an apple. Okay? A lie don't care who tell it.
He would have Angie a part of his live streams.
So what?
People would see Angie a lot. So if she's constantly on camera, then yeah, she's fair game. Especially...
No, she not. No, she not. If your mama was on camera, just coming in your room, and she might pop in and say something stupid, does that make her fair game? Wrong is wrong. Right is right. Stop doing that. It's no gray area right there. It's no gray area right there.
If you are also talking about your relationship, saying, oh, she packs my condoms, she does this, she looks better than all of the women in here. If you are constantly talking about her, then I should also be able to respond to those claims as well. Does that make any sense?
They talked about. I'm not sure if they went into his family, but come on.
People who are morally reprehensible, are lying because they're your friend. Do you think it's a good thing at the expense of the audience, at the expense of the people they're defrauding, at the expense of the people that they're misrepresenting themselves? Do you think it's a virtue? That's why I don't like a lot of these characters in this space. Is nothing matters in terms of values and consistency. Nothing. They will lie. They will say behavior is bad one day and say it's good the next. If it's their friend, it's all amazing. If it's someone else, it's always horrible. Of course, I think what's happening is bad. That's why I don't talk about who. I'm not even getting into it. We don't need to know. It doesn't matter. I don't care about his personal life. I don't care if this nigga's gay. I don't care if he's straight, transsexual. I don't give a fuck. What bothers me is that these people lead men and don't really sit there and own the fact that they spent years supporting, endorsing, and to this day still support people who did the same things.
Lord, look at their comments. Someone say, they are specifically, Sneako, your comment section is just disgusting, bro. And you trying to defend anything? No, not calling people monkeys and the N-word and saying all type of racist crap in your comments. But you're supposed to, no, sir. Ooh, this is not looking, like I said, Young Don got all the receipts, and bro, it's not looking good.
That they're apparently against. Free speech advocate. We should be able to talk. Your buddy spent how long doing fake DMCA claims because you wanted to silence his detractors?
Please respond to that.
You think it's a great? I supported Andrew.
Respond.
I don't agree with that either.
Okay.
I don't agree with that either. I remember that was the beginning of their beef years ago. I remember hearing about Fresh and Fit filing DMCA claims, and I actually brought that up on my first collaboration with Fresh and Fit. I brought that up, but it was there back and forth. And one thing I believed is that you stick up for your friends and your brother. At the time, I had just met.
From the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, the Ego 22-inch aluminum deck mower with select.
So no matter what, you stick up for your friends and brothers, even when they doing some fuck shit. No, if I have a friend, Matt, let's use Random University, right? Let's use Random University for an example. I have no idea if he's still in here. If Random University, if we hanging out, right, and I see him just going Diddy on a chick, right? That sounds crazy, but just like beating a chick in his bathrobe or something. And I see this and I don't do anything. That's not okay. You should at least try to stop him. You should at least try to address it. If you do something like that, my point is, I'm not going to fuck with you anymore. I'm not going to fuck with you because you're a woman beater. Like, I'm not going to be your friend.
At them, but as things went on, I remember I had that whole beef with Moist Critical because of a certain somebody, and it's like, even if you believe they're, you should be ride or dies for your bros, but that energy was not reciprocated, and that's something I've learned. It's but it comes from a genuine place of to do what's right, but you live and learn.
Hey, to his case, why? There's clips of him online bragging about taking advantage of men and stealing all their life savings for his own riches.
I had these guys selling their houses, savings.
And he defended it, which is crazy. That goes directly against what the Red Pill stands for. You guys are supposed to care about men, but here is Andrew Tate saying that he's scamming them. And you all are just like, hey, that's Tate though. We love Tate, bitch. That's Andrew Tate. I ain't gonna go against Zaddy. You think I'm gonna go against Zaddy? I ain't going against Daddy. Shit, get the fuck out of here. That's my daddy Tate, Fuck out of here. My bald-headed Romanian prince, bitch. Like, come on.
Owns all of it to me. Give me it all.
That documentary, that's one of my favorite clips with HS, because he's one of the few people who are piece of shit enough to admit it openly. I don't give a fuck about anyone. I'm in this for me. And that's true for all these pieces of garbage in this space. When Seagull came out and said the red pill is dead, God pill, yeah, okay. But you gotta go sit back and eat all the stuff that you endorsed for so long and sold to fans who spent money on that bullshit. Don't get defensive. Don't take it personal. I'm just being straight with you as a person and anybody watching. People are always okay with bad behavior as long as it doesn't target them and their tribe. Then you don't think behavior is bad. You just don't like who it targets. I can't respect that. I edited that clip in that exact way because I knew Priest was gonna act that way. I knew Priest was gonna pick up on the exact thing that I picked up on, which is him saying this crossed the line. It crossed the line. But you watched it happen to somebody else and it didn't cross the line. You didn't say a word. I think you're just not ready to address what you did before. Not true. And it's tough to get online and say, I was wrong for all them years I endorsed this shit. I was wrong for all them years that I said this shit was real. Why? Because these people may be real friends to you in some ways or whatever. But at the end of the day, the people you roll with, most of them are garbage. Why should anyone really think
garbage? It's kind of, look, I saw it as fair game. I saw you attacking them personally, so it seemed like it was
Listen, so right out the car. You in the back seat, they in the front seat.
Your window was
same
open.
side.
Yep. Flame.
So recommend. I've seen people do that.
Now you have a mouthful of piss and you got to swallow.
Woo!
Put my picture up.
So I'll say it. Someone suggested, if you guys donate $100, I will read your fortune using Preach's head. But a minimum 100, anyone who goes above that, it'll be a really good fortune. Positive. What's that? Thank you.
Make it shiny.
Is that baby oil? Whoa.
I got a moisturizer. What you talking about? Yeah, boy.
The P&P Diddy's for Preach.
To all of my bald-headed friends in the chat, do y'all lather y'all heads up with baby oil? Pause. But it's a genuine question.
Oh, yeah.
Bitch, I never saw that coming.
No, because you're sweating. I cannot leave you alone. Your forehead's listening, so my shit goes.
All right, so some people don't know this, but I sweat a lot.
Yes, no, we don't.
Bro, we can tell.
Let's see what else.
Okay, let me rephrase it.
Bro, what are these niggas in the chat saying? You betrayed. Okay, look.
Joe Storm said, nope.
Okay.
When I was bald, I didn't do that. All right, I didn't know.
I'm not even gonna go.
Hey, shout out to Shea Butter.
About the series of events again. If anybody believes this, just look at the series of events. I'm so sick of talking about this. So sick of talking about this. Art is gay. Okay, yeah, I'm this guy.
Art is gay is crazy.
What I was gonna say was, when I go out dancing, for example, people like see my Instagram stories, but they're like, "Yo, why do you change shirts so much?" It's because I sweat a lot. I think part of being considerate is if you know you're nasty, wipe your forehead.
What up, man? And see, time and time again, it's the people that are closest to you that you've defended the most. People that I went to back and forth with moist criticals because I was defending people that I thought were my friends.
Stop defending people because of your friends and start defending people on principle. You know, you want to talk about values and morals, and you want to stay on.
Yeah, that's the whole point of me saying that. Was that I learned from my errors.
Subject. Well, you defended somebody because y'all know each other.
No. That wasn't you basically saying you learned from your old ways or whatever. That's not you saying that. You're saying that now only because you and Andrew Tate have beef. You're not saying that because you realize that Tate has fucked values and morals. You're saying that because you two have beef. That's it. That's not why you're saying that, bro. Come on. Let's call it spade a spade.
Ethical, great thing. Your friend was wrong. He lied to sell a course about how he slept.
That's what I'm saying. You're agreeing with me right now.
My reputation changed forever because of the Manosphere Association, the Red Pill Association, because I was defending him so much. Look at what he's doing now. None of that was reciprocated into my face. Andrew Tate says no issue, shakes my hand, and wants to do a video with me in New York.
You upheld and defended an ideology that you now say today is full of frauds and charlatans.
Yep.
But now you're framing this like, yo, I went to fucking war and defended you. My reputation took a hit. But yeah, because you defended frauds and charlatans.
Yeah.
That's the point. That's the point I'm making.
It's not like you were doing
That's not the point you're making.
Or you were honestly critiquing them when they deserved it.
When he's saying that.
No, you're agreeing. It's because the idea was that we will speak up against tyranny, that we want to bring people out of the matrix, stand up for what's right. That is the message being sold. And I believe in that. I do believe, but the people that dominate the space don't. And they're in it for other reasons. That's the whole point.
When he's saying exactly that there, when he's saying, oh, I defended you and I took a hit, he's saying in the sense that I defended you, I'm looking for reciprocity. And why is he saying that? It's because when he's saying I defended you, I took a hit, my credibility took a hit, that means that I defended you even though this shit was highly questionable. I defended you and I took a hit.
True.
Despite you knew, so I mean, you knew it was despicable. You knew it was bad. You knew it was not legit, yet you still defended him, expecting him to defend you later on in life. Sorry to say, it just proves that you're a garbage human being.
True.
I won't go that far, but
You went like this, so that's a lie. All right, carry on.
One hand is maybe.
So it's half a lie.
Half a lie. You turned and closed your eyes when you saw shit that was off. And I know Sneako's smart enough to hear certain clips and be like, that sounds fucked up.
Keep in mind, look how quiet Sneako is. That means he doesn't disagree with Preach. Look how quiet he is.
Covered. That clip of Andrew Tate on the Full Send podcast for me says everything about who he is as a human. If my friend had ever said something like that, I already know I'm done with that person. And this for me, as a male advocate, I already know you're the most disgusting piece of garbage. And Sneako has played this since. He's played this now in the last couple of months, but he didn't play it back then.
I had these guys selling their houses, life savings, loans, all of it to me. Give me it all. So like, and it's
That's not
shit.
okay.
Like, you never got that or no? Fuck no. Give just a solitary fuck.
This is the man you defended. The man who took advantage of other men. You went out of your way to constantly defend this person. And he never lied about who he was. He always was pretty upfront about being a garbage piece of shit in his whole life and how he made his wealth.
A lot of these people, they have a lot of flaws, but I believed in the greater message. I still do. I still believe in the greater point.
What the is the greater message? He said men were selling their houses. What are you talking about? But I believed in the greater message? What greater message? What's the message?
Point. And I wanted to stick to that. I do believe in unity and trying to people are flawed, but obviously, some flaws you can't really overlook.
He's struggling here.
And yeah, that's something that I can't change.
Always was very upfront about it. He didn't care about taking advantage of people. And you think it's a virtue that you defended this man against these attacks from the Matrix. Sometimes I wonder, am I expecting too much of people? And then I tell myself, fuck that. These people make millions off of
So
that.
you defended him as a Muslim brother? Exactly. Yeah, because when you revert to Islam, your past sins are forgiven. And you're supposed to, as Muslims, we say, I love you for the sake of Allah. So you want the best for your brothers. You try to encourage.
I'm sorry. I understand your religion. I get it. But
it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't amp that into what actual religion, the religion of being a Muslim is. He's trying to use it for his own devices to say this is why I did what I did, and that's bullshit. Clear bullshit. Okay, we're not doing that. So I get it all. However, it seems like a lot of deflection at this point. It seems like a lot of, okay, I did it, but. And if you were canceled or blackballed for any of it, you would deserve it at this point, because you need to stop deflecting and own up to your shit. Period. There's no questions. Okay? I don't think I really need to see any more of this video. Y'all want to see more of whatever is going on with Sneako? Tune into Watts TV, or you can, hey, Young Don goes in on him on a regular occasion. So check Young Don out as well. But yeah, that's all I can give to that. I don't really. Bye. Thanks, Watts.
Get ready. Y'all get ready. Yes, you get ready.
If you want the latest news in the streets, join us and tune in for the tea. Breaking news with integrity. So tell your friends and your family. It's the Lovely Tea TV show, bringing you good tea and good vibes. It's the Lovely Tea TV show. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe.
Hey tea sippers, I hope you guys are doing good today. So it is a lot going on, honey. Once again, comedian Drewski is out here ruffling feathers, and folks want him canceled. So as you guys remember, I did a video on him a few months ago where he went in on the black churches and on the black pastors that go viral all the time on social media. Well, this time he decided to go in on white conservative women, okay? Now, the funny thing is he didn't mention any particular person's name. Okay, but we were able to put two and two together, and most people have come to the conclusion that he's talking about Erica Kirk. You know, the one with the deadpan stare. Yeah, that one, Erica Kirk. So let's go ahead and watch this Drewski video. Let's watch what the uproar's about. Let me go ahead and show it to y'all right now.
War is raging in Iran.
We're praying for all the soldiers and troops.
That's great that you're praying, but
how about all the kids that died when the USA hit the towers?
It broke.
I think a lot of what is missed by this sign, and I'm not going to do the other pinky, is we're praying, but you have to make sure you understand who we're praying to. Because not everybody is praying to Jesus Christ. You got to understand there's Muslims who pray to Allah, but they say Allah is Jesus, or Muhammad. Muhammad, I'm sorry. They pray to Muhammad. You got people who pray to Lakshmi, which I don't consider a bad deity, if you look her up. Jesus Christ, definitely is not a bad deity. And there are a lot of karma. People pray to karma. People, actually black people, y'all pray to karma all the time, trying to wish bad karma on people. Oh, karma gonna get you. But what you don't understand is when you pray to karma, you now have Dharma on your back. Point of this message is watch out when people say, I'm praying for you. Because the prayer it's the intention in the prayer that brings it into fruition. And if you are not protected against prayers that are not for you, you could end up falling right into what they want for you instead of what you want for yourself.
My heart, that is the
In what ways have you grown closer to Jesus?
I serve a righteous God. And that is why we say our prayers. And we are all his children. But when I say children, I mean like the holy, blessed Trinity, which is why I hold the Bible. Sweet cream foam chai ice matcha. And Bella will have all organic pop cup. Organic? Yes, everything organic. We have to protect all men in America, especially all white men in America. Those are the boys that we care about in this country. America is built on their backs. Yes, because they are the ones who mattered most.
All right, so y'all just saw this skit. Drewski is a mess, okay? But let's keep it real. The reason why MAGA's up in arms, the reason why a lot of you conservatives feel away is because, you know what I'm saying, truth is stranger than fiction. I've caught this out. Many people have caught this out. Erica Kirk comes out literally in these shiny suits, all of these pyrotechnics. It looks like it's a WWE match. You know, it's like, what are we doing here? People have been calling her out, and I think that's why they're upset, because in every joke, there's always a little bit of truth. And I'm going to show you videos of Erica acting in the same way that Drewski was portraying. But before we even get there, we got to give Drewski's makeup artist props, because outside of the nose, he looks just like Erica Kirk. And it was so bad that even Grok, Twitter's AI, which is, Elon Musk's AI, basically said that Drewski was Erica Kirk. That is how good the makeup artist was. So as you see right here, somebody says, who is this at Grok? And Grok says that's Erica Kirk, the actress/comedian starring in Drewski's satirical skit. She's playing an over-the-top conservative woman character across all those scenes: patriotism, faith, organic, everything, and the podium bit. Spot on performance for laughs. So even Grok thought this was Erica Kirk. That's how good the makeup artist did in this situation. We're going to go ahead and look at some of the responses from people in MAGA and on the right who are really upset about the situation. We're going to check out some of that stuff right now. So this person says, but if a white guy did blackface, there'd be an uproar. This person says that new Drewski skit was not funny. Bro might have maxed out. This person says MAGA clutching their pearls and replies as if they didn't set the terms of engagement. Sorry, snowflakes. Comedy is now legal. So John Root, who's a conservative, says this: what a despicable human being at Drewski is. Erica Kirk's husband was brutally assassinated. Their kids are now without a father, and Drewski and countless other lowlifes make her the butt of their sick jokes over and over again. So he's pissed. This other conservative, Joe Concha, says 81 million views on this. Enjoy your time in hell. Damn, is it that serious, honey?
Right.
Okay, he's big mad. Senator Ted Cruz got the nerve to not be doing his job that the taxpayers are paying him to do to comment on this. He says this is beneath contempt. They are big mad on social media right now, and they want Drewski canceled. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some of the backlash and also some of the videos that basically Drewski used as inspiration for this skit.
Don't let anyone disenfranchise you because you're a young man, especially a young white male man. Don't ever let anyone talk down to you. We need strong men out there.
To protect all men in America, especially all white men in America. Those are the boys that we care about in this country. America is built on their backs. Yes. Because they are the ones who mattered most.
I'm sorry, but Drewski ate. From the damn makeup to the expression, he looks just like her. He got her mannerisms down packed, okay? So she can be in her feelings all she wants to. He went off of the way she acts. This has music, but as you see, people have been saying this for months now. This chick loves pyrotechnics, okay? This was at the last TPUSA event where she came out looking like Tammy Faye Faker, okay? With the glittery suit and the pyrotechnics and everything else. It's like every time she comes out, it's like a WWF, WWE, you know what I'm saying, type dramatics. Like in this corner, here comes Erica, the morning wife of Charlie Kirk. It's like, bro, just walk on stage, okay? Stop with the theatrics. And this is her in the white suit that Drewski was also mimicking. Miss Erica Kirk wipes tears walking on stage to speak at late husband Charlie Kirk's memorial.
Because no matter what, she has to continue to mourn. If she is in the public eye, we need to see her. We have to see her mourning for some reason. We can't see her happy. We have to see her mourning. Which, you know what? I'm going to leave it alone. I don't know. This has nothing to do with me. I don't even know why I'm even talking about this. Y'all, I'm just watching. Everything I say is alleged. But the Drewski skit was funny.
This starts at the home, okay? This starts with family. This starts with a seed that grows and grows. You can choose to have evil in your heart, or you can choose to have light. What you consume and what you absorb.
I'm going to have to be a conspiracy theorist here and say, why couldn't she say good? I'm sorry, I'm going to say what I'm going to say. And why couldn't she say, instead of saying light, why couldn't you say good? Context. Satan is the illuminated one. Watch who you praying to. Watch these prayers that you accepting from people. Because you don't know who they praying to.
From the outside world will manifest itself.
Her eyes are so weird and creepy. And when I tell you, Drewski got this down, her mannerisms, the way she stares with that deadpan look, he ate. I'm sorry.
No, I will never agree with political violence. My husband is a victim of it. I'm a victim of it.
So now we're going to watch what Officer Talmud has to say about the situation. You know, he goes in on black people all the time. And to me, he's trying to play both sides of the fence. He knows Drewski's a comedian. Drewski's being funny. But he's also really close friends with Erica and Charlie Kirk. So we're going to go ahead and see what he has to say.
Nobody's off limits. He makes fun of people, and I laugh at every time he makes fun of people because it's funny, it's comedy. I think objectively, what he did in this skit is funny. It just simply is. He made fun of it or whatever the case may be. But the difference is that when you sit back and you look at who he made fun of and the circumstances surrounding Charlie Kirk's assassination, it makes it disgusting. Now, I don't want to be a hypocrite because I was close to Charlie and close to Eric.
Sir, you don't want to be a hypocrite, but you are a hypocrite.
And I care about this topic, for me to go, oh, now all of a sudden I want Drewski to be canceled. Because I didn't mind laughing at when he made fun of the pastors. I didn't mind laughing when he made fun of white hillbillies at Talladega. I didn't mind when it wasn't close to me. So I also can't think he should be canceled because it's somebody I know. But I will say the reason that I will not post this, I will not support this Drewski content is because I think it's incredibly insensitive. I don't blame him for a certain part of it because he don't know Charlie and that's not his.
Objection. So now you think it's
Thank you, T. Thank you.
insensitive because of somebody that you know. But it's okay when you get up there and you make fun of black folks and you talk about black people who done died and find every, angle to twist and make it their fault. Because you didn't have the same empathy for Breonna Taylor and for many others. So I don't, at the end of the day, Drewski's a comedian. He's entitled to his opinion. And he don't need you to post him. Your post doesn't make or break anything.
Matter of fact, if you would have posted him, it would have drew more ire than you not posting it. If you would have posted him, I guarantee that the people who commented on it would have spewed nothing but racist bullcrap based on you posting it. So get the fuck out of here with all of this fake I love Charlie Kirk bullshit. And you don't. You're trying to make money just like everybody else off of somebody else's name that you barely even know. Officer bitch.
His post is viral. Everybody's talking about it. So you not posting it, what's that supposed to do? Stop his train? Right. Absolutely not.
Whoa. What's that? I just built a budgeting app in Base 44. Guys.
He's not in that world. But I will say that I do think it's insensitive. And if I could have talked to Drewski before he made this, I say, look, man, you need to not do this one. You need to not do it. Because the way that Charlie was murdered and assassinated.
Drewski would have laughed in your face. Literally. I know people like Drewski. I've been friends with people like Drewski for a long time. And the joke does not stop just because you done laughing. It continues. Okay? They are trolls. A troll is going to be a troll. Matter of fact, that's some of the type of people that I do hang out with when I do have friends. Not my girlfriends. 2 of my girlfriends, no, they're not like that. But the guys that I have hung out with in my past, no, it's just because you done laughing don't mean the joke is over. Okay? And the shit that they say do be funny, and the shit that Drewski did was hilarious. And he would have clowned you. I would hope that he would have clowned you.
Makes this look really disgusting. And if you haven't seen it, I'm going to play a little bit of it because I don't want to play the whole thing because it's hard for me to watch knowing these people in this situation. But if you haven't seen it, I'll play a little bit of it so you can see kind of where the frustration comes in at. There's certain humorous things about that. I don't know if humorous is the right word, but there's certain things about that that's inherently hilarious because of the way, because you know that's Drewski, right? It's not Erica or anybody. I see Drewski back there being a clown. However, I just really do believe that in comedy, there's things that are tasteful and distasteful. And the fact that Erica lost her husband the way she did makes this distasteful. That's all I can say about it. And some people may not like how I approach it or whatever. I'm just keeping it real, and I just got to be myself. And we don't always have to agree. But I think a lot.
So typical, what y'all expect from Officer Talmud? He's going to do anything to defend, the Kirks and to defend, that particular group. So it is what it is. We don't give a fuck about his opinion. Drewski did that. I wish the damn skit was longer. And at the end of the day, he never said Erica's name. He never, if the shoe fits, wear it. A hit dog will holler. Because he never once said it was Erica. People just put 2 and 2 together. And you know that at the end of the day, like I showed y'all those clips, that is how Erica behaves. Even when he was throwing up the devil horns, there's pictures of Erica Kirk on the stage with Trump throwing up the devil horns. So he's literally mocking the things that she has done in real life. He didn't have to write a skit. Her life is a skit at this point.
This is what demonic oppression content looks like. The idea that you would mock a person whose husband was assassinated less than 7 months ago because you've decided somehow, way, shape, or form that an innocent person who was murdered and their spouse who is grieving.
Dude can barely breathe, but he's up here trying to.
Is weird or creepy, and that it's fair game to make fun of that person, that is demonic. Now, I know that there's a bunch of leftist and Marxist people that hate Charlie Kirk, hate the right.
So make sure you keep the same energy for when Erica Kirk was just throwing up the demonic, the Baphomet horn sign.
Not the same energy, though. Oh, we ignored that. And that's the thing that since... And y'all know I'm not political at all. I don't subscribe to politics. But the thing that really said these are the good guys and these are the bad guys is because I keep seeing so much contradiction from the Republican Party. While yes, Democrats have done it as well, which if you watch my channel, you know I don't subscribe to any of that bullshit because like I said, it wasn't created for me. But if you continue to do bullshit and then when it's done back to you, you cry wolf and say, oh, you did this to me and forget what you did, that's when the problem is created for me because I'm about treating people how I want to be treated. Okay? I'm about the intention of all of it. And if the intention of it was as it was, then you should intentionally be faced with the same thing. It is what it is. I've done things to people, and I also have faced my just due for what I've done to people. Okay? And no one else should be exempt from it either. We all have our crosses to bear. So I need y'all to quit with this, and nothing needs to happen to them. No, yes, it do. Yes, it do. Everybody saw. Everybody tuned in, and everybody is still tuned in.
Okay?
Will use some other type of justification and say, well, look at all the people that made fun of George Floyd, or all the people that have made fun of Alex Preddy or Renee Good. You can at least see that there was a justification, resisting arrest, attempting to flee from an officer. These are things that can lead to law enforcement interactions that can be lethal. But simply speaking,
I don't make fun of anyone who is no longer here, sir. That's the difference between good and evil people. That's the difference between people who were raised right and people who weren't. You know to respect the dead, period. Mind you, he never mentioned her name. He said conservative women.
To a college campus and then being murdered, there was no justification. And then attacking the grieving widow who was left to pick up the pieces less than 7 months after this horrific public assassination, you are a bad person. And for a quick moment...
Yeah, and you're a weirdo. All these people are hypocrites. Regardless if somebody was shot because they were fleeing from the police, does not mean that people should be clowning them, making memes of them. So if it's cool for one group to do it, it's cool for another group to do it. At the end of the day, they're all hypocrites. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to say it's okay because, they were fleeing from police or these were police-related situations, but Charlie Kirk is different because he was, assassinated, and so everybody should leave Erica alone. Well, do you have the same energy for Candace, who was literally put out a 10-part documentary on the Bride of Chucky, on the Bride of Charlie? Because all Drewski did was put out a 2-minute skit, and you're up in arms. So let's continue. Let's go to the next person.
And no, they don't have the same energy for Candace. They don't. This was one skit, one, that garnered this attention. Candace has put out numerous things against Erica Kirk. Called her numerous names. Have we heard them say anything about her? I haven't.
I can almost guarantee you that the people that are mad at Drewski right now 100% love white chicks. And they're definitely seeing White Chicks 2 in theaters when it comes out.
Conservatives are mad over Drewski's skit. Man, he nailed the eyes. That was crazy. The wild thing is, aside from the dancing amongst the sparks, it wasn't really exaggerated. My question is, I thought comedy was back. I thought we didn't have to be...
The dancing among the sparks. I'm sorry, y'all. That was hilarious. The dancing among the sparks, that's hilarious. I'm sorry. That part, Drewski got me. And the other, so I've been watching a little bit of Drewski stuff now, especially his love show. And I just can't. Drewski would be the kind of person that I would, honestly, good or bad, honestly, Drewski would, if I, in school, Drewski would be the kind of person that I would hang out with. If anybody had any questions, those that knew me knew that I hung out with people like Drewski. Because if I was outside of class, I don't want to be entertained by all the fights and drama and bullshit. Let's laugh, have fun, and get our lesson and go the fuck home. I ain't got time for the rest. Everybody else was getting jumped, stabbed, beat, killed, all of that at my high school. I specifically found people who everybody liked, who were potentially very cool and funny and just had, you know, a life of entertainment going for them. So, yeah, like I said, Drewski would be the kind of person that I would hang out with. Even today, because, yeah, I like laughing. I like having fun in my life. And, yeah, he is so unserious. So unserious. Oh, my God.
Be PC anymore. That just means that y'all can say your racist jokes or say the R word again or use gay as a slur. But if you're the subject of any comedy, that's not cool. And I mean, didn't y'all's president just celebrate the death of someone he considers a political adversary?
Right.
Why are y'all so sensitive? And for the ones saying, oh, he can do that, but if someone did blackface, go ahead. Do the blackface. Have at it. You want to do it so bad, do it. Trump's president. You should be fine.
That's just like the hard R. Y'all make so much of it. Oh my gosh. We can't say the N-I-G-G-E-R. Say it. Say it. You already know the consequences. Okay? Say it. Do it. Young Don said the same thing. Do it. Go ahead. Don't get up in here making your little arguments about what you can and can't do. Y'all have oppressed people for hundreds and hundreds of years. Don't be oppressed. Do it.
I already know it'd have zero negative impact on your base. They would love that shit. Go ahead. Do it.
He's not lying. You know, it was just a few days ago that Donald Trump said he was happy that FBI Director Robert Mueller was dead. Robert Mueller didn't do anything to anybody besides his job. Yep. And he went on and said that he was glad that somebody who actually served in the military, who served the United States, was dead, and his team and his base cheered that on. But Drewski does a skit, and it's all tears and you know, and it's tattooed tears from the right. It's insane.
Do you know what offends me when he goes out there as a black man in whiteface and makes fun of Erica Kirk? Do you know how that affects me and how that offends me? Not at all. It doesn't affect me at all because it's not a thing. A black man wearing white makeup, going out in whiteface, which isn't even a fucking term, has no impact on me and no effect. And anybody who wants to claim it is just another Trumper snowflake, because these are the weakest human beings, especially the weakest men ever to exist in this world. They have nothing to complain about except the fact that a black man is wearing white makeup and making fun of a woman. They was, oh, her husband was just killed a few months ago. He's not talking about that. He's talking about how she acted, how she responded. Whiteface doesn't offend you because it's not a thing. There's no historical context. There's nothing about it. You're making up lines that don't even exist to try to get all high and mighty and act like you're affected by it. It doesn't even...
No, furthermore, it's not only that they're trying to make up lines, they're trying to pasteurize these people, my people's cultural history to yours. Well, this is the history of it. The reason why it offends most of them so much is because they know the history behind it. They know what they meant when they were doing it. They know what they still mean when they do it, because it's not like it stopped. Okay? They know what they still mean when they do it. It's not just comedy for them.
anything. Drewski's skit was funny. He's going to keep doing it, and I hope he does, and I hope you MAGA turds cry about it. Do you know what?
I'm telling you, God gonna humble a lot of y'all who think everything is funny, putting y'all mouth on preachers and these, and Erica Kirk, especially Erica Kirk right now. You laughing now, but you gonna cry later. It might not be now, might not be 2 months from now, but I'm telling you, when you touch people who are anointed by God, God's hand is on their life.
Be careful, saints, when you go out here talking about who is and who ain't anointed. That is not your journey, to be out here talking about someone else's walk with God. You're going to end up, the Bible says, even the righteous will scarcely make it in. And it also talks about how judgmental you are. So let's be careful about that, okay?
She ain't gonna have to fight the battle, but God will. And I know a lot of y'all are demons and devils, and y'all think everything is funny. Y'all don't believe in God, or y'all not sure. But I'm telling you, there is a God. This is how it looks like the old folks used to say. And Drewski, he better be careful for his platform be removed. But he not have a platform in 5 months, 6 months, because God can take him off that platform. Do you hear what I'm saying? God can take.
I think this guy is mixed up with who God is, and I think his God is the white Julius Caesar that you see on the picture. And to be honest with you, yeah, the person, you know, who that represents, those people can destroy Drewski. That's true. Okay? That white man, because like it or not, they are still in control of a lot of stuff that we do. They are still in control of social media. So when it all boils down to it, yeah, they could. He's right. He's right. The media god, these people that are in control, they can destroy, you know, who Drewski is. He's right about that.
People off of platforms.
But he ain't talking about Jesus Christ. He hasn't said Jesus Christ one time throughout this entire thing. He's not talking about Jesus. That's why I say y'all gotta be careful.
I don't wish nothing bad on him, but for you to attack a widow, God is against you. Erica Kirk is a Christian. She's a real woman of God. I don't care what that demon Candace Owens says. Charlie Kirk loved his wife. He wouldn't have wanted this for his wife. She's a mother. You might not agree with her, or you might think she should agree differently. But the accusations and the lies against this woman with no proof behind it, there's a bunch of evil, demonic, sick people on the internet who are unhappy and miserable in their own lives, who need to go to church, who need to get their life right with God and Jesus Christ because they are unhappy and satanic and miserable. They find joy in attacking widows and people who are the most lowest in our society.
Objection. Did you have the same energy when your president was literally celebrating the death of Robert Mueller? Did you have this think piece? Did you come out with a video dissertation? He was literally happy that this man died not even a few days ago. I'm just saying. We got to keep the same energy.
Then they won't say nothing against gay people or LBGT people without getting canceled. But they'll attack. They want to attack these pedophiles. They want to attack these people. They want to groom children with drag queen story hour. But they got so many jokes for a widow that saw her husband get shot in the neck. You people that are putting your mouth like Drewski on Erica Curtin need to be careful, because God is gonna fight you.
Deal. Well, it's not just Erica Kirk. That was part of it. It's just white conservative women in general.
Yeah.
But
he models the look of this white conservative woman after Erica Kirk. But it says how conservative women in America act. And it's quite funny. He's an African American comedian. This particular little skit has gotten 44 million?
Yeah, it was 44 million impressions in 13 hours.
And he also did a skit of being what the average redneck white guy at a NASCAR event looks like and how he acts.
Well, people are saying, the other uproar is that they're saying, a couple years ago, people were getting canceled for as comedians doing blackface.
Well, I mean, you know what? Listen, nobody's ever said that world is fair. White people can't act like black people without repercussions, but black people can act like white people and make fun of us to the point where 44 million people will love it. And to me, if a white guy dressed up like a black person and it was funny, and it's all under the guise of being a comedian and parody.
Because that has happened in movies. We talk about that one instance all the time, but we don't have to keep talking about that one instance because y'all know. And I'm not even keep explaining it.
And humor, there should be no rules as who you could dress up like. It's very hypocritical and very one-sided as to who is allowed to dress up as what. But
it's not. Y'all made it that way when you decided to make the history that you made. It's not. The reason why is because you racist bitches took a joke and made it something else. Okay? The entertainment that y'all had with blackface was not just satirical. There's all kind of death, beatings, and belinement behind it. So please stop. Y'all, and they act like they don't know. Y'all fucking know. You fucking know.
Society has no problem at all.
One thing a white person knows is their culture. One thing a white person knows is their history. And one thing a white person is not is dumb. I'm not explaining to you. I'm not having no argument with you about it. You want to fight, let's do it. But we're not talking about none of this bullshit as if you don't know and understand. Bitch, you get it. You know. Your parents made sure you knew before you left that goddamn house while you were saying fuck them. Don't play. Nah.
At all with African Americans dressing up like white people and making fun of us, which I don't have a problem with it either. I just wish it would be reciprocal.
So I see a lot of white folks online, upset about the whole white face thing and saying it's not fair. But I remember around Halloween, that stupid white bitch, Lily Gaddis, the one who's, a grifter, she tried to go the racist route and it's since blown up in her face. And now she's e-begging on YouTube for a check and she'll probably start an OnlyFans soon. Who knows? But remember around Halloween when she herself decided to do blackface, and most of us black people, we looked at her, we rolled our eyes, and we kept scrolling. We didn't give a fuck. But guess who loved it? A lot of the MAGA people, a lot of people on the right. Oh yeah, she can do blackface. Oh well, get a sense of humor. Let me go ahead and remind y'all, because see, one thing we do over here, we bring receipts, okay? This was just a few months ago. Y'all was kikiing and loving this shit. Who remember Lily Gaddis's weird ass doing this around Halloween? It was her and several other white influencers, and people were giving her props for it.
So influencer Lily Gaddis dressed up in blackface for Halloween. People online were saying that she was looking for reactions, and reactions she got. But let's use this opportunity to understand how blackface originated and how it is harmful. Blackface
What's up, folks? Welcome back to the show. So last night was Halloween, as many people know, and I decided to dress up like everyone else does. People are out there dressed like Satan and witches, and they're dressed like every horrible thing under the sun. Well, I decided to dress up as something, the most horrifying thing I could think of. which is the black woman, which is a person who is angry and fed up that their EBT card has been declined, that their race card is no longer working in this new climate. And
see the difference? You see the difference? You see the difference in the spirit of it? You see the difference in the backbone of it? The backbone of it is nasty, dumb bitches like this. This is why y'all can't. But go ahead, try it. She would never say no shit like this in no black person's face. That's the problem. And you bitches act like you don't understand. You get it. You fucking get it. That's why that's why we get so fucking mad when we gotta have these fucking conversations, because you hoes know. And you do this shit trolling people thinking that it's funny. Until somebody knock the shit out your ass, and all of a sudden it ain't funny no more when you getting your ass, when you picking yourself up off the ground. It ain't funny no more then.
they are not receiving the reparations that they think they deserve, despite the fact that they did not build this country, contrary to what they say all the time. And they are certainly not improving the country. They are actually doing everything in their...
So remember, when this chicken head was running around in blackface for Halloween, like I said, many of us just ignored her and kept it moving. She was loving it. Folks were sending her, money and, amping her up. But now life comes at you fast. So while you talking about EBT, bitch, you might have to get on EBT soon, because you were crying not even a few months later that your channel was demonetized. You can't get a regular job because all the clown shit you done did on the internet, and now you're looking for people to help subsidize your income for you and your child. So see, life comes at you fast. So I don't want to hear all this blackface, whiteface, because y'all was loving it when Lily Gaddis was doing it. Y'all was hyping her up. Now she done lost her YouTube channel. Nobody's checking for her no more. And now she's probably on damn EBT and food stamps. So people do it all the time. Let's not act brand new.
The tragedy of today that we are going to be talking to is not about black people attacking more whites on the trains. Shockingly enough, we are actually going to get to talk about something different. I know that that's a common thread that seems to be happening all the time, but today, you know what's happening? They're trying to keep a real down. They're trying to keep a real down. I was just demonetized on YouTube. Okay, this happened this past week. I didn't announce it because I was trying to appeal the process and whatever, but that's what's going on, folks. I've been demonetized on YouTube. And I always wondered about creators who made a big deal about that until I realized, oh, that's like your sole form of income. So now I'm just making videos for free, and I have the electricity bill for all the billions of lights that's in here. I have to pay for the equipment, and you still have to pay for the people who make the thumbnails. You got a lot of bills to do.
Or maybe you can sell, coochie on OnlyFans. Bitch, maybe you can do that. So I brought her up to say, again, this was just a few months ago. Everybody was loving this struggle grifter.
After 4:30. All right, y'all. This is what I have to say. It is what it is. Girl, get your life. I agree with everything Lovely T said. And thank you so much for the commentary, Lovely T. But I do have something to take care of. So thank y'all whoever tuned in.